What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, G-Man, and this is the last plus fives for the week, and it's gonna be kind of a little bit of a ramble. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, but I have a point. I have a point. All right, I promise. And the point is gonna be about discipline. Let me just preface it. All right, it's all about discipline, right? But where I want to go with this, it might not be the nicest thing I've said since I've started. And it's going to be hopefully an eye-opener, hopefully something, because it's something that I had to open my eyes to, and I'm hoping that it does the same thing for whoever listens to it and either wants to believe me or, you can hear what I'm saying and be like, screw you, man, I don't agree. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to do it how I want, and that's fine. Whatever works for you, whatever makes you happy. I don't know. I highly doubt if you go the opposite of what I'm about to say, that you're doing okay, or you consider yourself very happy right now. So what I want to talk about is discipline, and mainly how are you holding yourself accountable to the things that you need to do in your life, the structures that you need to set for your life. If you've got goals, right, you got things you want to do to get to those goals, the things you need to do to get to those goals, right? So you set your structures and you set your plan out, and you're like, all right, for me, it's like, I gotta make sure I'm getting up at this time to get these things out of the way, so that I can have the time to get the money built up, so then I can then take that money and invest it towards my next step towards my goal, right? So I need a little bit of capital in order to get to that spot, right? But what happens when I wake up and I don't do those things, right? It's okay to fail, right? I am 100%, and I've said it before, I approve failing. You need to fail. You need to get up and fall on your face so you can get up, dust yourself off, and learn how to not fall on your face in that way. But what happens when you do, right? It's okay to fail, but you can't just be, oh, it's okay, and then do nothing about it, right? You can't just fail and then just not fix the problem. You got to be solution oriented, and that comes from being accountable and saying that was my fault, right? That's a big one. Are you being honest with yourself and saying that when something like that goes wrong, or when most things go wrong in your life, are you saying it's your fault, or are you blaming it on somebody else? Think about that the next time something happens, right? That hinders your life, stops you from doing what you wanted to do for the day, the week, the month, the year, whatever, right? Ask yourself, are you blaming somebody else, or are you blaming yourself? Because 9 times out of 10, it's your fault. 9 times out of 10, it's my fault that I didn't get done what I needed to get done, that I didn't wake up when I was supposed to wake up, that I didn't go to the gym and do what I was supposed to do at the gym, that I didn't leave there and go make the money that I was supposed to make, because right now I do some DoorDash on the side of my regular job to try and build up my capital, correct? But if I don't go out and DoorDash and I don't make that money, that's my fault. And then, I want to, enjoy myself a little bit, right? So I might go out and spend some money on something that's just personally for me. But did I need that? And did that put me into a position where I am a little more financially strapped? And whose fault is that? It's my fault. It's going to be your fault. I'm going to put it right out there. And then the only way that you can improve past that, once you make a mistake and you can be accountable with yourself and tell yourself it's your fault, is to discipline yourself to react solution oriented. You need to have the discipline to look at a situation that you failed in and say, hey, man, I am responsible, therefore it's my responsibility to fix this. And then you have to have the discipline to fix it, because your disciplines are going to be what keeps you sticking to a structure. Right? You set yourself a structure, who's going to make you stick to it? Not Joe, not Jim, not Bob, Bill, or Ben. None of these people, not a single person is going to keep you disciplined but you. And therein lies your accountability and all these things that we've talked about, that I've talked about, and that are so vital for you to actually be able to move towards success, move towards your goals. You can't set a goal and then put it off to the side and be like, well, I set the goal, man, I'm doing good, right? And then do nothing about it? You kidding me? That's ridiculous. Or have a problem come up in your life and then push it off to the wayside because you don't want to be accountable and say it's your fault, right? Something came up and it's your fault. Even if it's not your fault, There's the 1%, right? That 1 out of 10 times when it's not your fault. When, okay, this something came up. Yeah, you're driving your car and somebody hits you, right? Or you're renting a house and a pipe bursts, or something like that, right? Well, that's not your fault, right? But whose responsibility is it to handle these problems still? Yours. So even in that 1% of time, you still have to be the one that takes control of your life. This is your life. You got to take control and have the discipline to do the things that you know you need to do. Flat out. Flat out. No sissy bull crap. No acting like hopefully I'm not hurting your feelings, but if I'm hurting your feelings, too bad, man. Like, if I'm hurting your feelings, this must hit home, huh? Must hit a little close to home. The only reason that I'm even talking about this today is because I shirked off of my disciplines, right? And I you know, I had a friend come down, and I stopped doing the gym consistently. I stopped doing a few things consistently, and it's cool to fail. And then who's got to get myself back on track? Me. Nobody else woke me up this morning and made sure that I got myself back on track. I did. And that's my responsibility. And then I listened to people in my life talk about the fact that, oh man, well, I'm stuck at this dead-end job, and let me rewind. I'm working here, and I'm not making enough money, and I'm just torn about whether or not I should leave because I like some of the people there, and you know, some of them are nice, but then some of them are crappy, and management treats us like doo-doo and doesn't give us the respect or the compensation increases or anything like that. Anything they promise, they're not doing anything, right? Well, those are things that, some of those things are outside of their control, right? But what's in their control? Fixing the problem, correct? And what's the fix to that problem? Find another job. Find another source of income. Start setting your goals to pursue your dreams, to pursue your passion, to do the things that you know you want to do in life, right? Because ain't nobody else gonna. Your boss at Two Do's, To Go's and Bros, they're not gonna give you your path. They're not gonna be the ones to say, oh man, you've been doing so good here, we're actually gonna give you a 50 grand bonus, and hopefully you will take that and put it into the business that you've been wanting to start your entire life. They're not. What place is doing that, man? And if they're doing it, sign me up, because I could use 50 grand right now. Point is, this is your responsibility. This life is your responsibility. You got to take control. You've got to have the discipline, create the discipline, which is, like I've talked about, changing your perspective, getting your structures, all that kind of stuff. It all comes from the discipline, and then it all helps nurture the discipline. You got to have a little to get it started, and then kind of pings back and forth, and one helps the other, and the other helps the other. You got to start doing it, and you got to just take the first step. But bottom line, be accountable. This is your fault. This is your life. Oh my gosh. I love you all still. If you hate me now, it's fine. But it had to be said. And happy Friday, everybody. And I love y'all, and have a great weekend. And I hope this motivates some people. And if you disagree with me and you feel some type of way about it, good. Have a good one. Love ya. Peace out.